blessings. It has been a minute since I have been live on YouTube, but I wanted to give this a try because I plan on spending a little more time here. There have been, I don't know, I don't like the changes that were made on Instagram, which was like my favorite place to be, but it's kind of difficult for whatever reason to, yeah, they changed some things and I don't like it. And yeah, so I'm here. So this is going to be a bit of random conversation, and possibly I'll go into the July 2022 reading. Well, actually I should, because we're a couple days in before, just a few days before the month. So I will do that as well. There's something off with my camera and I don't know what it is. And maybe it's just because I've been doing vertical instead of horizontal. I don't know. Anywho, so I still have my deck, the Energy and Spirit Oracle, that I have been trying to decide how to edge it. I was either going to do purple or white or both, and do like spirit cards purple and then energy cards white. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I do want to edge this deck, and I think I might start on that today. So that'll be a fun little project for me. So I wanted to talk about energy coaching, massage therapy, what's going on in my world, and all of those things, right? So one of the things that I am working on, and again, like there's something off with my camera setting. I don't know what it is. But one of the things that I have been doing is going to school to become a massage therapist, which is something that I have wanted to do since 2018. In 2018, the school that I wanted to go to, they closed. And then the following year, COVID came along, and a good friend of mine who is a massage therapist recommended that I wait for this particular school to open up, which is the school that I'm going to. And it's the absolute best decision. So I want to say in March, the instructor of Cornerstone had a open house. I went to the open house and immediately I knew this is where I'm supposed to be. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I did not know how I was going to pay for it. I didn't know any of the things, but all I knew is I was going to massage school. We started, May 2nd, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I was just filing my nails down because we have some clients coming in. We're getting ready to start clinicals really soon. So we actually have a few public clients coming in for actual massage sessions, which is going to be very interesting and a lot of fun. So far, we've been practicing on each other. Myself and the other students have been kind of practicing on each other as we're learning things. Oh man, it's a journey. I'm telling you, it is a journey. Like I can physically like see myself changing. Internally, I'm changing. A lot of things are changing. So I am doing that work in addition to still supporting clients with tarot and energy healing. I've also been doing some other work on the side, helping other spiritual business owners with different things within their businesses. So just doing different things to bring income in. I kind of, like a lot of things have been shifting and changing, like even within my business and what is it that I'm doing. My initial vision in general for being the spiritual love healer, right? Doing this work was that I wanted to open up a spiritual healing and wellness center. And now like this massage therapy license was just like the piece, like a missing piece to that puzzle. So it's really amazing that that I had on my vision board, like I'm in it. I am in the manifestation. And sometimes it's hard when we say, okay, this is the thing that I want, and then we're there or we're on our way or, on the journey there. Like it can be a bit daunting and it can feel like, did I make the right decision? What am I doing with my life? And all of these different things come up, but then I have to stop and remember like I really did manifest this and it is perfectly aligned. And it came in divine timing. So like in 2018, when I was like, yeah, like I want to do this, I remember printing out like a blank certificate, massage therapy license, and I made it super small so it could fit in my vision board and my planner. And so this thing is happening, and I'm very grateful and excited. Um, I feel like for me, this year has been about following breadcrumbs and things that really speak to my heart. And we are in the year of the lover, so that makes a lot of sense because even somehow, okay, so I attended devoted circle training with Zora Schilling last year, and it was just amazing and phenomenal and transformative. And there was something that was like I need this, whatever it is, like I need this. And then she was sharing about devoted energy coaching, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I need to be here. And so I started that, I think, in February of this year. So I'm training and really leveling up my skills. And the beautiful thing about energy coaching is that it's helping me weave together all of the different things that I do. It's helping me weave together the energy of aspect of the work that I do. It's helping me to integrate the coaching aspect and the intuitive nature of it all in a very beautiful way that is really helping me uncover my medicine, and my magic in a different way. Not only is it helping me professionally, but even like on a personal level, doing self energy coaching. Wow. I shared, I think that, this past eclipse season was rough. And I'm transitioning in the period of a transition to my birthday, which is like a very big milestone age. And it's like all of this stuff like has been unearthed, like things from my past, things that I maybe thought I had resolved or dealt with, and it's like little niggling things and fears and a lot of shedding, a lot of like shedding and needing to release things. And it's been work, and some of it has been uncomfortable. Like for the month of like May and like half of June, like I was really in this state of like limbo, and it was very uncomfortable. There were some periods where it felt very just felt very restrictive and compressed, and I felt like I was just on a downward spiral. And so what that period did for me was illuminated the things that I really need to work on and either heal or integrate or do something with, because those things cannot come with me. And so I had to get very clear on where I want to be in the next 3 months specifically, who I want to become, who I want to have around me and in my life, and start working on building up those boundaries now, because in 3 months and then in another 3 months, like my entire life is going to be completely different. And there were a lot of things that came up that just reminded me of how much I need to change, and how much I deserve it and owe it to myself to release a lot of things, people, places, circumstances, and things like that. So very interesting stuff going on over here. Yeah, and so also like I'm trying to figure out what to do with my hair. I started combining some of my locks, and I have to finish because I only did the back, and I'm thinking about just cutting the back, doing an undercut, maybe taking some off the side. So I made a new like kind of grease for my hair. It smells so good. I used a different blend of oils. I use shea butter as the base because that gives it a good like consistency where it's not too liquidy. If it gets hot, it will melt, so I don't know if you can kind of see. It's more of like a kind of salve consistency, so I'll probably put it back in the freezer for a bit. And then I added in some essential oils that are amazing for hair, so that is what I'm going to use. Usually on my hair, I have a spray bottle filled with water. It's got some glycerin, rose water, lavender water, and other essential oils. And so I will mist my hair with that, then add in some of this and a bit more of oil, and that's what I've been doing to maintain my hair, which has really been working for me. It keeps my hair nice and soft and moisturized, which is great. I'm ready for the color to come out. I'm tempted to just cut all of the color out. I don't know why. I think it's just I want something different. I might go back to like a deep blue black, but I think if I did it over top of this, it would look green, and I don't want green hair. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. There are just so many amazing things that are happening right now for me, and just again, massage therapy, devoted energy coaching school. I am on the precipice of a lot of great things that are really going to help me heal, grow, and evolve, personally as well as professionally. So I'm very excited about that. That's where I have been like really pausing and trying to decide, do I need to pivot my business or my brand? What do I need to do with that? And I don't think I need to. I'm just going to show up and just share what I am doing, what I am working on, and that's that. But I do know once I start actively practicing massage, things are going to change, and I will want to reopen my healing practice probably within 6 months after graduating, or sooner, but definitely within 6 months. So that's going to be fun. And I don't know. I know there are so many different avenues that you can take with massage, and I'm not sure what practice I want to, or what my specialty would be in that. One of the things that really stood out to me, however, was somatics, and the way that our bodies, and being an energy healer, like I know this, but our bodies actually do store information. They store memories. Our body stores trauma. And so I do want there to be an aspect of, using massage therapy and my other modalities, Reiki, crystal healing, all of the other things that I do to help people heal and release trauma. I think that would just be a very beautiful way to support people, which is very much in alignment with the work that I do now. So most of the people that come to me, they are coming to me because they've been in some sort of toxic or unhealthy relationship, whether it is from childhood stuff with family, whether it's just not having love for themselves, struggling with self-love, self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, or if they have been in actual, abusive relationships, or just relationships with people that were unhealthy, that maybe drained them in some kind of way, shape, and or form. So a lot of people that come to me, again, are dealing with heartbreak, they're dealing with trauma, emotional pain, and things like that. So again, massage is highly recommended in those situations too. So there's a lot of possibility, but I definitely want to continue the work that I am doing. This is just going to help me kind of broaden the scope of what I am doing and what I'm able to do for others, which I think is amazing. So I'm really proud of myself. So I just had to share that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some cards for July of 2022. So give me a second. I just want to kind of move some things out of the way. My desk is covered with essential oils and all sorts of stuff. So give me a minute. We actually had class virtually today. So I have all of my notes and books kind of scattered out. But let's tune into the coming month, July of 2022 for the collective. Connecting into that energy, seeing what's coming up next month in the realm of love, of healing, of relationships, matters of the heart. What guidance do we have for the collective for July 2022? I'm just anchoring myself in, saying my prayer, calling in source, spirit, ancestors. All right, so. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we're going to take this one too, because I did not want to go back in. All right. This is interesting. One of my favorite numbers, 33. So first we had conscious steps, and then we have phase entanglement. I'm laughing because, yeah, okay, so you are needing to be very mindful of the steps that you're taking going forward. We are also in the heart of Cancer season. And in fact, as I'm recording this, we are in the Cancerian new moon. And it feels like there are some people around you that are possibly holding you back, or they are influencing you in some way that may cause you to lose your balance. Okay? For some of you, this entanglement could be you against you. It could be you against your past self, you against your thoughts, you against whatever. So for some people, this is like an internal battle that you are dealing with. For others of you, there are external people, friends, family, whomever, who are kind of messing with your emotions in some type of way, whether they are actually gossiping about you, whether they are ostracizing you, whether they're telling you things that are making you confused and unsure. Again, it doesn't have to be necessarily malicious. It could just be like, maybe you're like, oh, I really want to, I don't know, go to massage therapy school. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, how are you going to afford that? Are you sure that's what you want to do? And then you're like, what, I don't, am I don't. So just be mindful of that. But the beautiful thing here, this card is what came out first. So this is telling you that no matter what this is that's going on, keep your eyes looking at what you're doing, right? If she takes her eyes away from her steps, she might very well fall. And if you look at each stone, it's kind of shaped differently. So you have to be mindful of like how you are stepping across, because you don't want to slip and fall in the water, right? So, and then being in a dress, right? You have to be mindful that you're not tripping over your dress as you're walking across each of these stones. So there's an aspect of being aware of the steps that you are taking, knowing where you came from, where you are going, and what it's going to take to get there. And then making sure that you, again, right there at the card, it says looking forward. There's no point in looking back here. It's funny because this card did come out second, and so you might actually be walking away from people who have caused you to, you know, feel bad about yourself, or maybe who just were not loving or supportive or kind to you in some way. So this is a reminder that there's nothing back here for you, that where you are going is where you're supposed to go, where you are right now is where you are supposed to be, and anybody who is not supportive of that, anybody who is causing you to doubt that, can shut the fuck up and sit down, because we are not looking back behind us. And I strongly feel that if you do decide like, oh, what are they saying? Let me see what's going on, it's going to throw you off, right? So you may have built up a barrier to where, you know, or thick skin, like they call it, to where you're no longer allowing, you know, family, friends, circumstances, limiting beliefs, old habits, things like that to get in your way. But if you slip up, then it's like, you know, you kind of relapse, and then you're like, oh man, I let them in, like, you know, okay. Let me share this story. So I had this one friend, because this card is reminding me of this one friend who always called me and would just dump on me emotionally. It was very draining. When I needed this friend, they were not there for me. And like, they were very gossipy, just a lot of negative energy. So like, I stopped talking to that person. One day, like, it came to a head. I said what I had to say, and that was the end of that friendship for me. I have not looked back, because I know if I bring this person back into my life, it's going to be this energy again, right? Like, I'm not going to be comfortable in that relationship. It's not good for me. Like, there's a whole lot of energy being exchanged here, whether you know it or not. Just being around that person or close to that, even if somebody tries to bring that person up, I shut it down. Like, I'm not opening the door for any of that energy to come into my life, because this is where I am. This is where I am. This is peace. Okay, this is peace right here. This is my steps being divinely guided. This is me listening to my intuition. This is me following Spirit's guidance. This is me taking each step that I'm supposed to take. I'm not running across the stones. I'm not trying to skip over them. I am carefully taking each step, making sure I don't step on my dress, making sure my dress doesn't get dirty, making sure I don't fall, making sure I'm able to plant my foot down firmly, not rushing, going with the flow. A lot of times we forget how far we've come, or sometimes we look back only to think like, damn, like, why did I do this? Now I'm stuck in the middle of this river, this ocean, or whatever. Like, what am I doing? And it's like, no, just keep moving forward. There's a reason you're taking the steps that you are taking, and that's what you need to continue to do. So I'm going to pull, I feel like that's the message, but let's just see what the tarot can add to this. Yeah, there's nothing back there. There is nothing back there. And it's very interesting that it has like this emotional influence in Cancer season. Like, this is a very sensitive time. Cancer is a very sensitive energy. It came in and really calmed me because, oh my goodness, I'm about to drop like all the cards. Okay, got them. I was shuffling and somehow they, I shuffled them in the table in between them, and it just, yeah. So we're gonna just tap in and see if Spirit can provide any more clarity around this message, around conscious steps, around phase entanglement. So yeah, this is a very sensitive time, and like the crab, you want to have an armor, right? Don't keep everybody out. And I still dropped cards. Hold on. Because some people need to be in your circle. My massage instructor actually shared a message, and I think I talked about it on TikTok. It was a pastor who was saying, like, you know, you want to be in a room with people who value you, people who see you, people who are going somewhere. You know, if you're continuing to be the smartest person in the room, you can only go but so far. But if you allow yourself to go in spaces where maybe you feel uncomfortable because it's a new path, it's a new journey, it's a new experience, right? For me, massage therapy school is a new path, it's a new journey, it's a new experience, but I belong there. I know I belong there. And even still, like, I have to wrestle with myself internally about this process. And part of that is because there's outside influences saying, oh, you should do this, or you should have did that, or you too old, or you should be here, and la 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 la. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. It's my path, not yours. You don't get to order my steps. You don't get to determine who I'm supposed to be, or where I'm supposed to be, or what I'm supposed to do, or what I'm supposed to have. Only I can do that. And if I am at peace with where I am, then what you say doesn't matter at all. So here we have, we've got the 10 of Wands. And it's like, yep, put that burden down. You don't need to carry all of this. Like, we have, you know, tools and resources that we can use to help carry all of these logs, all of this wood. Like, you don't have to overburden yourself or break yourself down in order to get to where you're going. So again, it goes back to that we're not rushing, one step at a time. If you have to put that load down and pick up 2 or 3 logs and carry those, fine, do that. You can come back and get more. Or maybe you decide, you know what, I don't need all of these. Like, where is he going anyway? You know, so you can call in help, call in support. Don't let yourself have to carry the burden of it all. And also, if this right here is overwhelming you, You have the power to set this down. You have the power to shut this up. You have the power to close it off and not have to deal with it. So let that empower you as well. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. This is all about security. It's about protecting your peace. Cling to what is important to you and let the rest go. Cling to what is important to you and let the rest go. What out of here do you really, really need to take with you? Do you need all of it? Can you carry all of it? If not, it's time to put something down and only take what you need. Okay? Because doing so, right? Doing so is so much easier. How much easier is it for you to focus on one thing than it is to focus on all these other things? So here we have the Ace of Wands, and this, of course, is like the go card. So it's like once you put all of this down and you cling to what only you need, it's like boom, it's like the magic wand comes out and it's like, yes. With that, there's gonna come some turmoil, or you can call it turmoil, or you can call it like an awakening, enlightenment, a new awareness. When the Tower comes, that is something coming in to jolt you awake. It's a big change. It's something that kind of shakes you to your core. It could be something that's good, right? Perceived as good, or it could be something that's like, wow, this hit me like a ton of bricks. So for some people, if you are still like allowing this confusion, this negative energy, or this just unhelpful energy around you, there's gonna come a point where it's like you're gonna have to put your foot down, right? Either you're gonna pop off at someone else, or something's gonna happen to the point where you realize like you're not about to disturb my peace. Because then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Like you go through that experience of like really like, okay, this is not it for me. Like something has to change, and if you don't change it, it's gonna get changed for you. So you want to be mindful of that. But then you get to come to this place of harmony, of peace, of balance, of abundance, of love and connection, where you find yourself in the room with the right people. So be mindful of that. What else is going on here? Let's see. Very interesting that we have 2 Pentacles, 2 Wands. Yeah, so with that Tower card is going to come a new awareness. With the Ace of Swords, you're going to have a new perspective. You're going to be looking at things from a different level. So one of the things when it comes to our emotions and us being influenced emotionally or impacted emotionally, if we are able to step out of the situation and observe it from here versus being in it where we're feeling it right here, it changes things, right? So this is asking you to, okay, I understand what's happening now. So let's say you have family who is not supportive in the least bit, right? They always got something to say about you. Maybe you've been working out a bit, you started working out, you're on your health journey, and someone's always, got something to say, well, you're still fat, or how much you've been working out, because I don't really see any changes. I don't know what you're doing all that for. You've been fat forever, so you might as well stay fat. Like one day you're going to realize that their words are not about you, it's about them. So all of this energy that's being cultivated around you, you begin that you're no longer absorbing that energy because you realize like that's not my shit to carry. And you start to come into a new awareness about yourself. You start to perceive things differently. And even if like the words that people say, right, if they upset you and they hurt you and you're one that wants to like, pop off or whatever, you decide like, damn, like, you know what, like you're not worth my time and you're not worth my energy, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to siphon my energy. You're trying to drain me. You're trying to throw me off of this journey, this path of healing or wellness or wholeness that I am on, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do for you. A lot of times when people come at us with their shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or you need to do this, that's a them thing, not a you thing. And so you start to realize like, this whole time they've been talking shit to me, trying to bring me down, but I'm good, right? Like there's that saying that, oh, how does it go? Only the people who talk down to you are because they're beneath you. I forget the whole quote, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? So there's that, because they see you as up here for some reason, right? And they want to humble you, they want to bring you down, but in reality it's because they don't feel something about themselves. And so you start to realize that, and so then you have a different perspective and you start to think about things different. You become a bit wiser and you don't have to take action on every single thing that you hear. You have more discernment, right? You're also hearing messages from spirit, your higher self speaking to you like, girl, don't even worry about them. You do what you need to do and you're going to be fine. You don't have to bat an eye at them, right? Or sometimes you do need to, say something in order to establish that boundary. Like, listen, let me reintroduce me to you because apparently you don't know me and you're not going to talk to me this way because X, Y, and Z. And if this is how you continue to move and behave, then you don't need to be in my sphere, okay? So you're going to be handling things a lot differently, and that's where this this Tower card comes in. This can be one of them situations where, somebody might get cussed out, somebody might get cut off, but you walk away with it with new awareness and a new piece about yourself, a different perspective. Also with these two, and it's interesting, they're coming up in pairs, I'm kind of loving it, but practice mindfulness, practice meditation, because again, for some of you, this is internal. This could be things that you heard growing up as a child. It could just be your self-speak, limiting beliefs, habits that have been keeping you stuck and in cycles on repeat. This is you breaking out of those cycles. This is you coming at things differently, kind of reprogramming your brain, doing things differently, also talking to yourself differently. So bringing in affirmations, right? Journaling, doing things that are going to help shift the narrative that you have up here so that you can start getting back into this energy as well. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Yeah, so yeah, there's going to be a period where you are like cutting things out. Very much a time of going within, relying on your own inner wisdom, relying on your spiritual practices, spiritual beliefs, rather than listening to other people. And again, this doesn't always have to be negative. It could just be like well-meaning friends and family who are like, oh, well, you should do this and you should do that. And you're like getting all confused up here. And so it's like, no, silence. I don't want to hear any of that. Like, I have to walk my own path. I have to figure out what's right for me, which is a very beautiful space to be in. And just absolutely, absolutely beautiful message. So there's going to be some shifts happening in July, but they're all going to be beautiful. They're all going to help you stay focused on your goals, get to where you want to be. If you have not heard, I'm going to be recreating the, it used to be called the Mid-Year Goal Challenge. I think I'm calling it the Goal Alignment Challenge or something. It's not at the top of mind right now, but that is coming in a couple of weeks. It's going to be something where you're able to join me. It will be hosted inside the Spiritual Love community. And it's really just to kind of jumpstart you and get you back to focusing on this, because we are at a midway point in the year, kind of past that. And a lot of times we can lose sight of our goals and dreams. And in fact, just the other day, I have my goals written in the front of my journal. So I went back and looked at it and helped me to remember why I'm pursuing certain things and help me get back on track. So it's very important, like if you do not have a goal for yourself, and it's not just about doing something, but for me, setting goals has been a way for me to anchor my energy to something that's important to me. It's been really like a guiding light for me, and it's why I've been able to accomplish so many things, because I set a goal and I get it done, right? And sometimes it takes a while, but hey, it's all good. And so I'm going to be sharing with you not only how to set goals, but how to kind of keep yourself accountable. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll drop the link in the description if you want to join in on that, because I think that'll be very helpful, especially if you are wanting to become more conscious about what you're doing in your life, the steps that you're taking, which of course I did not plan this, but this is what the card said. And I kind of was gonna like not do the challenge because I started working on some other things, but now I see that yes, I'm supposed to be doing it, so I'm gonna work on that and get that completed. So I hope that you enjoyed my random chatter and this July 2022 reading. And I think I will be on here more doing videos. I'm going to try to do them live that way, because it's just easier to do it live. It really is. And I think when I do my videos live, I don't know, it's just different than just doing something pre-recorded and I feel like, oh, I have to go and edit it, la la la. No, editing takes so much time. So let's try live. I need to get a new camera for my laptop. I had to replace mine, and I got a cheaper brand, and I mean it does good, but it's not the quality that I want. So I want to invest in a better camera for sure. So yeah. Oh, see, now it's getting warm, so it's kind of liquidy, so I'm gonna have to I should have put more shea butter in there. I might just have to keep it in the refrigerator because I don't want it too liquidy, and it's also very warm in here, so that's not helping either. But all right, happy July 2022. Who do I owe readings to? Was it Gemini? I know I have to do the Cancer birthday reading. Yes, so Gemini and Cancer, your birthday readings will be coming this week, so stay tuned. And I wish you a happy year ahead. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comment box. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for supporting me. It's been amazing to just watch how this channel has grown, which is super funny because out of my social media platforms, I was just like, I'm just gonna put my videos on YouTube as like a library of like where they live, and it's been working well. So I haven't actively been trying to, you know, grow YouTube or anything like that, but I just think it's really beautiful how people have found me and have been sticking around, and so great. Oh, also, so the Spiritual Love community, I know that you all have been kind of like, we want the 12 readings this for the zodiac each month. So there's twofold reasons why I have not started back doing those, and it's because I do not always have the quiet space and time to record. So I'm toying with the idea of doing them in the community, but I'm still not sure. I will definitely bring them back once I have my reading room again and I have like a better setup situation for that. Or I'm thinking I might just get on here live one day and just pull a few cards for each sign and do it as one big reading, but that's kind of messy. Because then I would have to like find timestamps and stuff, and that's a lot. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. And I think that's it. I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you too get to live abundantly ever after. And if you need support, I am here to help. All right, I'll see you soon.